This is my second attempt at this. Hopefully this one will do better. This is a video describing everything I would carry for an overnight backpacking trip. Weather would be temperatures in the 70 to 40 degree range Fahrenheit. Rain in the forecast, but maybe a 30% chance of rain. This is fully loaded food and water for a lunchtime one day to lunchtime the next day trip. And I just weighed it, and everything you see here weighs 20.8 pounds. The first thing I'll talk about is this Fanny Pack. Yes, I gave up and got a Fanny Pack, but only use it really for backpacking. I found that the hip belt pockets on my own, while they're quite large, they sit kind of far back. They were kind of a hassle to get to. And so I purchased this. This is the Through Pack Summit Bum, and I will talk about its contents next. So this is my Through Pack Summit Bum. I really like it. It has several different compartments, which we'll talk about. This front compartment is kind of stretchy, and the lip kind of folds over, so it kind of helps hold things in here. A lot of times I'll have my next snack in this pocket. There's also a pocket back here where it's padded, and this does have an adjustable belt. And a lot of times after I put this on, I will actually slide the buckle underneath this pad to help protect, give it a little more cushion. As far as the contents of my Fanny Pack, the accessory pocket, are concerned, there's a few things I always keep in here. One is I always have a thing of hand sanitizer handy, some lip balm, because it never fails. My lips get chapped when I'm on the trail. A lighter, because you need one. This is a little trick I got from Early Riser on YouTube. I pre-mix my Aquamira A and B for the day, and so when I'm ready to get some water, instead of taking off my pack, I can get some water, put the drops in there, and then stuff's ready to drink. So I keep that up here. Of course, I like to keep some food, some snacks, things that are handy. So I have a few things to eat. I have some drink packs in here, more than likely. And then the other thing, this can ride a couple different places. I currently have it in here. It's my Anchor battery bank with the cord for my phone. Of course, my phone doubles as my camera and sometimes a GPS. The only other thing in here is attached, and over on the right of the interior is this little plastic D-loop. And on here I have a small Swiss Army knife I bought in Germany, kind of a backup. Have a whistle, a tick key, and then a little backup light. And then this is my backpacker wallet. So before I leave, I'll put my ID, my insurance card, whatever else I need in here. And if it's a multi-day trip, then I'll put some money in here. As you can see, there are two interior pockets to the Summit Bum, and then just a large space in the middle. And I find that this keeps things well organized, very accessible, things that I need that I can get to without taking off my pack. Next thing we'll talk about are exterior items on my pack. As I said, I don't generally keep anything in this pocket, maybe some extra batteries or something. Over in this pocket, I do have a compass that I keep in here at the ready, and it is, this cord is tied to the strap, so I don't lose it, because I have before and that's not fun. On this side, I have your typical 1 liter smart water bottle with the flip top lid. Also in here, I have my fuel and alcohol for my alcohol stove and a Ziploc bag. And then on the right side, I keep my headlamp. This is a Princeton Tech that I've had, since I started backpacking. Up here I have my poop trowel, the Deuce #2. Like to keep that handy. This is my water filter, which I will show. And then I have another bottle here. Normally I have 2 smart water bottles. I already had this one, so I just included it. So this is really my water filter system. I have a 2-liter C-Knock bag, Sawyer squeeze, a length of hose, and then this, for lack of a better description, clamp. Because what I found out is when you have this full of water and it's hanging from a tree, and this is attached, and this part of the hose falls on the ground, when you wake up in the morning, you have no water in here. So I've got to where this is kind of a on-off switch. I mostly use this at camp. As I said, I use the Aquamira a lot of times on the go, but I can stop and use this if I need to. And that's why I keep it on the outside of my pack. It just stays stored in this Cuban fiber bag, and I just clip it to one of the cords on the side of my pack so it doesn't get lost. So I guess I should mention the pack I'm using and have been using for several years is the ULA Ohm 2.0. Probably needs a bath, a little bit dirty. But I have several things in this back pocket that I will discuss. I also keep my GPS up top. It's a Garmin eTrex Venture HC. I use this primarily to track, mark waypoints. It's also dummy corded to my pack, so it won't fall off. Before I get to this pocket, I have a few things on the front. On my right, I have this Spot GPS messenger. It tracks me, and I can send messages to mommy and wifey that I'm okay, and of course I could, if I get really hurt, call for help. Hope I never have to use that button. On this side, I have my Trailblaze Challenge bandana. It's a little splashy color, so people can see me. It's not blaze orange, I know. And then I have a little clip knife that I put here. This is to wipe sweat out of my face, just a general purpose cloth. So in this back stretchy pocket, these are the things I commonly keep in there. Keep a map for quick reference. This is what I call my poop kit. It's a Ziploc bag with some cottonelle wipes and a small thing of hand sanitizer. So when that time comes, I can just quickly grab this out of the back pocket. I can unclip my trowel and then go take care of business. I generally keep my spoon back here because it doesn't really fit in my cook kit. This is a little bag with some titanium shepherd hook stakes in it. I carry 6. This is one of those inflatable solar lights. Often hang this on my ridge line of my hammock or my tarp to give me some illumination at night when I'm getting in, and help me find my tarp if I'm over about the campfire. The last thing I keep in here is a piece of Tyvek, and what I do is when I get to camp, did not do it all the time, but a lot of times I'll pull this out, put my pack down on it, unpack stuff on this, so that doesn't happen. And then I use it underneath the hammock, kind of like a mat to step on, so it stays relatively clean. So that is everything on the outside of my pack. So next I will talk about what is on the inside. So this is the top of my pack, and really depending on the weather is what rides up top. If it's heavy rain is in the forecast, I have my rain jacket up here. If it's cold and I'm hiking, I'll put a toboggan or a shirt, maybe some gloves up here to put on near brakes so I don't lose all my body heat. But for this situation, neither one of those scenarios should happen. So what I have on top is my food bag. And this is just a standard Z-Packs Cuban fiber food bag. Okay, this is the contents of my food bag. This is just a simple overnighter next day, so I just have one bag. with food in it. You can ignore the day 3 writing. I have reused this several times. So all of my food is here for the afternoon, evening, and the next day. Also have a small Ziploc bag with some soap, a washcloth, powder, small toothbrush, toothbrush tablets, dental floss, and a washcloth to clean important areas should I want to. This is a bear bag hanging kit and a cork ball. I'll always carry these. I hang up my food even for rodents. That helps get any knots out. And then I also have a spare Ziploc bag where all my trash will go. That way when I get home, I can just chunk that in the trash and be done. So the next few items in my pack, like I said, these all are pretty fluid and can change. And one of the things I have near the top is my Light Heart Gear ultralight rain jacket. This does have pit zips. It's very light and very bright. The reason I went with this color is because I plan on doing some solo hiking, and this will be a great color if I need to be seen. And if I'm solo hiking, no one else sees it. The other thing will be my stove kit. So this is why I carry my spoon on the outside, because it will not fit in here without sticking out. And I just find it easier to leave it the other place. I will break that apart in just a second. I also, for this particular trip, I'm actually carrying a backpacking chair. I thought for the little bit of weight I was carrying, I mean my weight included this, I was just over 20 pounds. I plan on sitting around the campfire with my buddy and visiting, and so I decided to bring this. I don't often bring that. As you can see down in here, I have a trash compactor bag for everything that needs to stay dry. This is a little pouch that I will break out in a second. And the other thing I keep in here near the top is my tarp. And this is a hammock gear, Cuban fiber camouflage tarp. And not a huge camo fan, but for the weight savings, I went Cuban, and I like the look of the camo better than the solid. I think it blends in just a little bit better. So in the zipper pouch that you saw attached to the inside top of my pack, it hangs by these little straps here. I have a few things. I have the A and B part of the Aquamira. I said I pre-mix this and carry it in that small bottle in my Fanny Pack, so I can just drop and go. I have a small fire starter, a pack hanger from Dutch, some extra line and Cuban fiber repair tape for my tarp. This is my first aid kit, some bandages, safety pin, Tums, vitamin I, all the necessities. This is a little dog bone that I carry just in case I need it to attach something. Over here in this Cuban fiber bag is my cook kit, and I kind of wanted to break this apart for you. So I bought this, but I think it's from one of those large Campbell's soup microwave bowls. It has a lid in it, and it fits my Musa mug perfectly. On the inside, I have a piece of aluminum foil, my Fancy Feast stove, and my eBay fire striker. On the inside of that, I have a Foster's koozie, I'm gonna call it a koozie, a Foster's beer can coffee cup that I wrapped some fiberglass cord around so I can drink out of this. I can actually just, in the morning, heat my water on the stove. I also do have a koozie for it, and here it is. On the inside of that, I have my fire screen, and then my Musa mug with koozie, and once again, some fiberglass cord wrapped around the handle to kind of help keep from burning myself. So all of this fits together and serves my needs, and is very, very light. Before I get to what is in my trash compactor bag, which is everything I want to stay dry, I do want to mention this small modification I made to my ULA Ohm. When you buy it, there's a very thin and flimsy piece of padding as the back plate. So I went and bought a blue pad at Walmart, traced that out and cut it, and I fit it in here. And so not only does it give me more protection on the back, but I've also used this to pull it out to use as a sit pad around camp, or a backrest, or if I'm in my backpacking chair, I can put that on the back or the bottom to help kind of keep me warm when it gets chilly. So I have found that I have used that several times. I just wanted to point that out. Okay, I've now opened up my trash compactor bag. And so normally the first thing that's on the very top is my hammock. This is the Dutch half-width hammock. In this bag is not only the hammock, but I have my tree straps, and I did the whoopee hooks with this particular hammock. And then on this end, I do have an inflatable pillow. So kind of my whole sleep thing is right here. So that's normally right on top. Also in here, as you can see, I just have crammed my underquilt. And the reasoning is, I've already set up my tarp. I can set up my hammock. The next thing would be to put on the underquilt. So I can just grab my underquilt and hook it and go. Also in here, I have my other quilt, and it is in this bag. This is my top quilt. So I can hang my hammock, clip on my underquilt, and then just throw this inside the hammock until I finish unpacking everything. These are hammock gear, 40-degree economy, matching top quilt and underquilt. The only other thing I have in here is another bag, and this has my spare clothes and extras. So in my spare bag and extras, this is a little fluid depending on the season, but I always have some sleep wear. I don't like to sleep in my stinky, sweaty, hikey gear. So I have a pair of shorts and a wool t-shirt. Often I will wear this t-shirt the next day, especially just being overnight. I almost guarantee I will. Extra pair of Don Tough socks. So I will rotate these. These are really for the next day. Then a spare set of drawers. These are the ex-aficionado ones, like those. Also, this is weather dependent, but I like to have a long sleeve something. So this is just a synthetic Columbia shirt. Get around campus, let's get around in the 40s. Figure it might be cool in just a t-shirt. Also have a fleece beanie. A lot of times I'll put that on when I sleep, pull it down over my eyes. I'm undecided about whether to take gloves or not. They're pretty lightweight, so I may take them just in case I do get chilly at night. And then I have a spare set of big fluffy socks to wear. A lot of times I'll wear these around camp or even to bed if my feet get cold. So that is what is in my little extra bag. So this is kind of it. This is everything that I carry and how I pack it, just about for every trip, weather dependent, for a simple overnight, day-and-a-half trip, 40 degrees to 70 degrees. And as I said, food, water, everything you see comes in at 20.8 pounds. I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching.